Hi there, Digikaze here, February 23rd, 2025, doing a fit check, drinking some protein before I do a VR workout. So I'm trying to get like a standard thing that I do for my fit check so that I can just be done with the fit check part of it. I'm thinking like one like very natural kind of relaxed turn around. Right. Just kind of slow turn around. Do another one with the arms up and kind of flexing. Right. Flex the stomach. I don't need to suck it in, but flex the stomach. And maybe flex my back. Maybe do some flexing here. I mean, that pretty much shows where I'm at with them. It's like, I don't think I need to do more. But I think that would be, and maybe I do like a turnaround this way. Ooh, didn't do a turnaround this way. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all I need to do for the fit check. I don't need to do anything else. I get to where I like way overthink this stuff. Put on a nice thick long sleeve. It's almost like a sweater shirt thing. Throw a hoodie on over that, and then I'll really insulate this upper body, my gut area where I'd like to lose some weight. So we got, first we need to do greens. Here we go with the greens. Greeny greens. Kale. Ooh. Too much kale. That's okay, because there's this big old chunk. I'll just put it right back in there. I'll use that later. Okay, so a good amount of kale. Not a ton, but I gotta try to go easy on the kale, otherwise it just gets too thick. It gets way too thick. Okay, so all I've done is add water. That's just kale and water. Now, I'm looking for a special ingredient. I've got cricket powder. I ordered off Amazon. So I'm going to put a really good amount of that in. I'll put like 2 scoops. Well, I don't know about that because one scoop's pretty big, but okay. 1 scoop, 2 scoop. That was like a half scoop, so that's like a quarter of a scoop. Scoops just keep getting smaller. Okay, that's a big old scoop. Okay, so it's a bunch of crickets in there. Probably a few dozen crickets because it's just all powder. Takes up so much less mass when it's in powder form. So probably about as many crickets as I could stand to find or eat if I was gathering anyway. We still have more ingredients to add to this concoction. I've got greens powder, Always make sure your greens powder has spirulina in it. Green and blue algae. Very important. You want that in your daily nutrition for something called neurogenesis. That's when your brain is able to, in a healthy way, produce a good amount of neurons on a daily basis. So I've got cricket powder, I've got greens powder. Now all I need is to top it off with some hemp powder. And I'm going to do some healthy scoops of the hemp powder. It's fine if this is like sludge that I'm washing down, because when I'm done with this one, I'm going to have a fairly tasty chocolate one. It'll be like probably like a chocolate vanilla. Alright? And I just topped it off with a little bit of organic lemon juice. It's better to have an actual lemon and just put a quarter of a lemon with the peel, put it all in there. Then you get the rind. It's really good for digestion. We're gonna mix it up. Ooh, darling, mix it up. Ah, yeah. Get a nice little brain massage. Why not? Right? Why not? So this looks fairly liquidy, and that's what I want to go for. With the stuff I put in here, it's not going to taste good. So, bottoms up is the way to do it. Ah, almost done. Do I have to plug my nose? Definitely not. So, something else I want to do with my Fitcheck each day, I'll start doing, is have a banana and an apple. It's one thing to talk about healthy stuff. It's another thing to do it and to show it. So, this might not be some life-changing thing on its own, just as the one stream, but if I did it every day for a year, if I have these results and I'm showing that I'm consistent, it's pretty fair to think that people would benefit from that. It's just tough because, who knows how long I can do this on a daily basis before anybody pays attention. I could do it for a full year before anybody pays attention. Okay. That banana is done. Unsweetened applesauce. Is it a solid? Is it a liquid? I don't know. But you can drink it. Just get a big old mouthful of this. That's got to be like an apple right there. So, a banana, an apple. I got kale. I got crickets. I got hemp. The amount of stuff I got in that greens powder. Like, my nutrition, blah, 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 blah. My nutrition at this point in the day has got to be higher than 95% of the country. And yes, that's including people who are more fit than me. I'm challenging people in that way. I'm saying this level of nutrition, this would benefit you. You would recover even faster. So, now I've just got some unsweetened vanilla almond milk. I do think it's a good idea to switch from almond milk to soy every so often. I don't think it's a good idea to just have the exact same every single day. So I have about this much milk in there. And I'm just going to add, I did the math, and this is actually 1 scoop for 20 grams of protein. But the other one is 2 scoops for 30 grams of protein. So that means 1 scoop of the other one is 15 grams. So if that's about 20, and the other's about 15, that's about 35. I estimate that my greens powder has about, conservatively, has about 15 grams of protein on paper. I'm convinced that even though this next shake I'm going to have, on paper it has twice as much protein, I would rather have the greens drink. If I had to pick one, I would take the greens drink. But if I also think if you have enough micronutrients and other types of nutrients, if your nutrition is high, your body is going to more easily be able to synthesize protein out of other sources. Oh. Sorry, you're missing it. You're missing the mixing. How could I... One chocolate drink. Yeah, it's not hard to stomach like the other one. It's not like just drinking chocolate milk, though. I mean, this is a little thick. But the chocolate and vanilla mixes pretty well. Maybe if I had like twice as much milk, it could be good flavor. So, that's like minimum start to your day. Fruit, greens, fiber, protein, And yeah, it would be good to get a serving of oatmeal and some citrus all in there too. Anyway. I gotta hurry up, do my workout. I'm not really getting very good streams of my workouts, I don't think. Just because, like, the video's not great, and then I don't think the green screen processing is really all that great. Anyway. Oh, so yeah, I'm gonna end this stream, then start the VR workout stream. Do that for at least 30 minutes before work. I have just enough time to get my workout in, hop in the shower, and get to work just kind of on time. So, thanks for checking out the live stream. I hope this gives you some ideas or gives you some encouragement. It's not hard to be vegan. I hope that you're not a vegan watching this and then like highly offended and taken aback because I eat crickets and eat cricket powder. Crickets and supplementing protein in that type of way is highly sustainable, could save our planet, and could also be one of the only answers to how we might survive the environmental disasters that are looming before us. So, yeah, you need lots of protein. And the amount of square footage that you use to make that protein and how much you spend to raise that protein is important. Crickets are highly sustainable, very, very easy to breed. So, do I feel bad about killing the crickets? I mean, not as bad as like an animal. I probably give more kind of agency to just an insect. I'd rather, catch and release an insect than just squash it. But I'm, pretty sure that as primates, we're meant to eat a whole lot of veggies and fruits, like fruits that we can find. And then a lot of our protein comes from bugs, and then a lot of micronutrients and stuff that we would need comes from bugs, not from eating weird raw meats and stuff that would easily make us sick. But I don't know that much about it. I'll get more comfortable talking about this stuff, and at a certain point it's like, well, I'm doing this, I trust this stuff, nothing else has ever worked in my life, everything else has just been a headache and aches and pains and just way too much money and frustration, and me feeling like I can't do it because the tools I get don't work. Just like if you were going to work on an engine. If the tools you got didn't work or broke or didn't do what they said they were going to do, you wouldn't be able to fix it. So with your body and health and everything, exercise, all this, you have to have the tools. People just keep selling these awful tools. Tools that break, tools that don't work, tools that have opposite effects, tools that literally make you infertile and um, incontinent and so many, like bad things that you don't want. You don't want to be dealing with issues. And I mean, premature death is probably one of the absolute worst ones. Anyway, there's a natural way to do it. It's very easy. You can still get jacked. It doesn't have to be this thing. Okay, catch you later.